Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today I have what may be my most epic makeover to date. I am transforming a kind of walk-in closet. It's more like a bedroom turned into a closet for my friend Layla. Kind of a funny backstory. Layla and I actually went to high school together. How many years ago? 10 years ago? But we've kind of reconnected. Layla actually styled my outfits for Buyer DIY Season 2, which is now live. I will link it somewhere. Layla is a very talented blogger. She has a style blog. She's starting a YouTube channel, so go check her out. She'll be linked in the description box. We thought it would be fun to kind of collab on this epic transformation of her closet. This room was kind of functional before, but the first thing I noticed when I walked in is that everything was really crowded. So she has this shoe wall, but it was kind of covered by all of her clothes. Her clothes were on rails, but you couldn't really see what she had, and it just felt like, I don't know, nothing really had a place. When it's your job to find like beautiful clothes, they should all be on display. Everything should have a place. And so I thought this would be a really fun makeover to take on, and I can't wait for you guys to see this epic transformation. So let's get started. So day one was coming into this space, kind of taking everything out and bringing in some new Ikea furniture. A huge shout out to Ikea for donating a lot of the product that's in this room. They actually also sent an Ikea guy, right guys? To come in and build all of the furniture because it was kind of intense and we only had 2 days to pull this makeover off. So I had to go shoot another video, so I left, and Layla had actually painted this whole room white. I really liked the paint color before, but I thought that white would really open this space up, make it feel more airy. And because Layla has so many, beautiful clothes, so many cute trinkets, I thought that those were the things that would bring in the color, and I thought her clothes were kind of competing with the pink. It's day two. Look at what a difference this white color makes. It's just a basic white color, but it really opens up the space. It transforms it entirely. I am so excited about it. I thought it would be a really fun touch to leave the closet door pink, just for like an accent color. I think this is actually a really good tip. If you guys want to add some sort of color into your space, just paint the door. It's like super easy. And then you have a cute, fun door that's pink. Layla already had a Billy bookcase, so I'm gonna put one more beside it, and we've added some doors to the bottom. Stick around to see why I chose to do that. It's kind of a really great hack if you guys have Billy bookcases at home. The original plan was to have this epic wardrobe on this wall, but we actually decided to put it on the back wall. I think that was a really good decision. It opens up the room, the clothes aren't actually taking up a ton of space, and it's kind of the first thing you see when you walk in, which is really nice. And then on this wall, we decided to put the Billy bookcases, and this is gonna be where all of her makeup goes, all of her jewelry, just like all of her accessories along this wall. And then of course she has her existing shoe wall over here. This couldn't move, they were screwed into the wall, so this was kind of the layout that we had to go with, but I think it really works. So first things first, we're gonna take all of Layla's clothes, dump them on the ground, and start sorting. So Layla's thing is she loves thrifting. She's really good at it, and she has all of these amazingly beautiful clothes. So it was really fun to go through them with her and see her kind of system of how she lays everything out. This wardrobe is insanely beautiful. It does so many things. I feel like this is an item that a lot of people don't know about from Ikea. And the cool thing is that you can customize it. And I hope you guys are able to see like how big these shelves are. There's these huge drawers that are really deep. So Layla can put, her jeans, her pants, like all of her folded stuff in these drawers. They're tucked away. And the beauty of this piece is that it's actually renter friendly. So you don't need to screw it to the wall. I mean, if you have children, screw it to the wall because it's a falling hazard. But for the purposes of this makeover, we didn't, and it works totally fine. There's space up top to put all of her beautiful bags. Everything is just open on display, and she can take this to her next home like easy peasy, no problem. I think a lot of people are kind of nervous about open storage, but I think when you're someone like Layla who just has a love for clothes, something like this is ideal because she can see what she has at all times. We both kind of commented after we had put all the clothes in this wardrobe, like how it looks like a shop. Like you could shop your wardrobe, nothing's tucked away, you can see what you have, which makes getting dressed in the morning really easy. So for all of Layla's winter accessories, things like hats, gloves, and scarves, I actually wanted to put those high up in baskets. These things are kind of harder to organize because they tend to be bulky items. So I just got a few seagrass baskets and grouped everything by winter scarves, silk scarves, gloves, and winter hats. I used little cards, just wrote a label on them so she knows what's in the baskets, and attached the labels with little rose gold butterfly clips. This is just an easy way to keep track of what's tucked away. So if you are gonna tuck anything away like I've done here, make sure it's labeled so you know where everything is and that you don't forget that you have certain items. I also think that Layla can switch things out seasonally in this basket. So she has her swimsuits down there in the open-faced closet because it's gonna be summer soon. But when the winter comes, she can just, switch her winter accessories in that basket and put her bathing suits up top. So it's just a really easy way to tuck things away and keep things really organized, even when you're not using them. Now we are moving on to this shoe wall. So Layla actually just used some Ikea brackets and an Ikea shelf. She had 5 of them already installed. I actually put one of her photos that she has a lot of cool vintage art. So I just leaned one up there. I thought it would just add like a nice decor moment and kind of be something that stands out. So it's not just like a sea of shoes. Similar to organizing her clothes, we kind of just dumped all the shoes out on the ground and organized things by boots, sandals, flats. Again, Layla had a very specific method. I just kind of took her lead and we organized them, and now it's like a shoppable shoe wall. It's incredible. I need a shoe wall, but I don't have that many shoes, so it would be pointless. So next up, I am hanging a gold curtain rod. What else? I just think it adds like a little bit of glam to the room. And then I found these velvet curtains. I went with a little bit of a heavier curtain, one because of the style, because it looks really vintage. I love the velvet, but also because Layla is changing in here. It's her dressing room, so they just add that extra bit of privacy. A few people have actually asked me what kind of curtains to buy that are light blocking. Definitely heavy velvet curtains like this will do the trick. And they're pink, which is really cute, so it matches the door. Next up, it was time to style these shelves. So if you guys remember, Layla had a couple shelves like this on the back wall, and they kind of had a mixture of her office-y things, like her tax documents, and it just didn't feel like anything had a place. One thing I really loved about Layla's shelves before is that she was using all of these cool vintage finds that she found at the thrift store to, keep her jewelry, to house her makeup. So I kind of wanted to implement that. And I think that's a really great tip for you guys at home. If you have a vanity or a bookshelf and you need little baskets to store things, just go to the thrift store, find really pretty vessels, and organize things by group. So we have this like cool vase looking thing for her hair ties and bracelets, and then little bowls for things like eyeshadows. So it's just finding like really beautiful decorative pieces to put your items on display. Again, that means that they're out, you have at all times, and it looks like this beautiful kind of shoppable display right when you walk into the room. A personal fave was how Layla actually used these really beautiful shells to keep her earrings in. I just think it looks so beautiful, and everything is so nicely on display. It's functional and it's decorative. This is such a great hack for keeping your beauty blenders organized and sanitary. Just put them in some vintage egg cups. This is a Layla hack, but I am definitely going to be using it in my own bathroom. Layla also has lots of sunglasses. So I found this really cool acrylic tray from Amazon. It fits all of her sunglasses really nicely. I really like how this piece is acrylic so you can see through it. This item is linked down below. It's such a great find and it's really inexpensive. So on this shelf, I'm putting all of her everyday makeup. I'm putting them again in acrylic boxes so she can see what she has. I've lined up all of her palettes. Again, she can see all of the palettes she has. The things that she uses every day are in easy reach, but they also look beautiful. And then in the shelves underneath with the door, I've just put all of her overflow makeup in makeup bags. So this is gonna be the cabinet where Layla, puts all those things that she doesn't necessarily use every day, but need storage. And then I'm pulling out a hack that I use like probably every video, but I'm just using these knobs, the same ones that I always use. They'll be linked down below, just to make these cabinets look a little bit more glam and a little bit more custom for Layla. In the other cabinet, the reason why I wanted to add doors was because Layla and her partner have lots of like office-y bits that needed to be hidden. So things like tax documents, camera equipment, all of that stuff. It's really difficult to make paperwork and tax documents look cute. So these doors are really genius because they just tuck all that stuff away and, don't cramp the style of this beautiful, beautiful closet. So Layla requested a Persian rug in this room. Now, Persian rugs are hard to find on a budget. Generally, they're really expensive. We happened to find one on Rugs USA. I will link it down below. It was really inexpensive, and this 5x7 size works perfectly in this room. What a game changer a simple rug can make. It warms up the space. It's neutral enough that it doesn't take away from the clothes, but again, it just like warms up the space and adds that vintage touch that Layla really loves. Huge shout out to HomeSense for the next piece. So Layla and I brought in this mirror. As you can see, we're struggling a little bit. Now, typically huge mirrors like this cost like upwards of $1,000. They're really expensive. I found this at HomeSense for about $400. So totally like a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but for a huge, beautiful mirror like this, it was actually a steal. And the reason I went with a really large mirror like this is one, because Layla can take outfit of the day pics, but also because this room, you know, is small, and because there's a lot going on, it has the potential to look really cluttered. But the light from the window bounces off this big mirror. It just opens up this space a lot, and I just think it makes this room look like a boutique. Like it looks like I'm in a clothing store, basically, called like Layla's Vintage Finds or something. So thank you to HomeSense for donating this item. We love it. It's just beautiful. Again, HomeSense also donated this beautiful poof. It's this light kind of pinkish lavender color. It has gold detailing to tie in all the other gold elements in the space. Again, I just thought it would make this room feel a lot more like a boutique. Layla can use it to climb up to get the bags at the top of the open shelving if she wants, or she can use it to like put on her shoes. It's just a cute little piece that I think is also really functional. Next up, I'm bringing in a light. This corner was feeling a bit dark, so I think a floor lamp is really great. Another really budget-friendly piece that you can bring into your space that makes such a huge difference is a floor light. So when we plugged in this light, we needed an extension cord, and it didn't look so cute under the shelf. So a great hack is to just find a basket, pop it under. This holds all of Layla's clutches, and then I added a cute little trinket in the corner to just cover up all the extension cords. Then to finish off this corner, I hung one of Layla's vintage prints. Fun fact, she actually found this at a funeral home that was closing down, so it kind of has like a fun story behind it. Again, it just ties in with her love for vintage. We then hung up 3 hats above the mirror to kind of fill in the space. This is another great tip. Just hang some hats up, functional because it's storage, and it also looks really beautiful. And then a few final finishing touches. We're bringing in this mustard colored armchair. Again, a vintage find, a piece that Layla already has. It's just a great, cute piece that makes this room feel really cozy. And then just tucked away in this corner is a plant stand. Again, very vintage. Layla already had this. And we just popped in a fake plant because this corner is dark, doesn't see a lot of light. So fake plants are sometimes the way to go. I am so excited with how this room turned out. This was totally a team project. Layla helped a lot to bring this room all together, but I feel like it was a really personal thing. It's all of her clothes, it's all of her makeup, all the things she loves. So it was really fun doing this together, and I think this could be like my most epic makeover ever. Guys, let me know in the comments down below what your biggest struggle is organizing your closet. I know everyone doesn't have like a whole room to turn into a walk-in closet, but I wanna know, even if you live in a small space or even if you have a closet this size, what organization things do you struggle with? Let me know. Okay, should we bring Layla in? Come on, come on. January 10th, 2008. That was 11 years ago. Thanks, Layla. Do you know what time we have to be at school on Monday? We're looking to see if we have any photos of each other on Facebook, but it's bringing up our wall-to-wall history. Is that what you call it? Do you know if anything's happening tonight?
Oh my God, we used to go to parties together.
Clearly. I think I know who you're talking about. Did that person say anything? Who are we talking about? No, I actually don't know. And remember when you had to do the and hearts, like ampersand hearts,
Oh yeah.
semicolon? Oh, I didn't reply to you.
Sorry.
What do you think like the biggest game changer is in the space?
The storage.
You said it like best. Everything's just shoppable
Yeah.
and on display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything fits and has a home.
And your shoes like have their moment. They were just so crowded before. It was sad because you had this shoe wall, but it like they didn't get the love they deserved.
They didn't get to be seen. Like shining.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this makeover. I really hope you enjoyed it. Go follow Layla and I will see you next Friday.
Me too.
You post on Fridays?
Yeah.
Okay, well you can watch both of our videos next Friday. Next week I'm coming at you with another makeover, which is really exciting. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.